Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. Wow, I'm like out of breath because I was trying to get on the bed without waking her up, which I woke her up, but maybe she'll just fall back asleep. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna title this video yet, but basically I found this list that is called 50 Books You Need to Read Before You Die by Barnes & Noble. So I'm just going to go through the list and see if I am eligible for death yet, according to this list. So, the first book we have on here is Lord of the Rings. I just read this, actually, so check there. 1984 by George Orwell. I started reading 1984 and the sexual descriptions in it made me extremely uncomfortable, so I stopped reading it. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I have read that. The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. I have not read this, although I hear it's good. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. That's one of my favorite novels, actually. I should reread that. Jane Eyre. I haven't read it, but I was in the play, and I absolutely hated it because it was my freshman year of high school, and I was going through a really, really hard time in my life. So Jane Eyre is kind of ruined for me because of that, but maybe I can come back to it now that I'm an adult and the trauma of high school has passed. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Have not read that one. A Passage to India by E.M. Forster. No there. Lord of the Flies. Haven't read that. Hamlet. Actually haven't read Hamlet. How embarrassing. A Bend in the River by V.S. Naipaul. I have not read that. The Great Gatsby. I actually read that for the first time last year for one of my college classes that I ended up dropping out of because I got my associates. So I was like, had to change my plan, but I did enjoy it. The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. I haven't read that. A lot of these are classics that I haven't read yet. The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I have not read any Sylvia Plath. Brave New World. I haven't read Brave New World. Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. I did read this. I read it in 8th grade, maybe, I think, for class. Don Quixote. I started reading Don Quixote and I haven't finished it, but it is one that I want to get to because I've heard it's really, really good, and my mother-in-law really likes it, and my husband really likes it, so I think that would be interesting. The Bible. I have read the Bible. I have not read through the entirety of the Old Testament, but I have read through the entirety of the New Testament. And I have read good chunks of the Old Testament, but not all of it. The Canterbury Tales. I haven't read the Canterbury. Maybe some of it, but I don't think I've read all of it. Ulysses by James Joyce. I have not read that. The Quiet American by Graham Greene. I've never even heard of that one. Okay. Birdsong by Sebastian Faulks. Nope. Money by Martin Amis. No. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Harry Potter Changing. Harry Potter Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry Potter the Girl of Fire. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, all the Harry Potters. I've read all of them. Moby Dick. Have I read Moby Dick? I can't remember. I don't think I have. I think that I've listened to part of it because my husband was listening to it, and so I listened to some of it with him on a plane, but I don't think that I've actually read through all of Moby Dick. Maybe that's one I should read. The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. Nope. His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. No. Anna Karenina. No. Leo. Sorry, Tolstoy. Haven't read that. Alice's Adventure in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. I hate Alice in Wonderland, the movie. Never been a fan. So, no, I haven't read that, and I probably won't. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I think it's Maurier. You know what? I don't know. But Rebecca. I have not read Rebecca. I have heard a lot about Rebecca this year, though. Like, a lot of the YouTubers that I watch have been reading Rebecca, so maybe I should. Is that a good reason? The Curious Incident of the Dog of the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. Nope. On the Road by Jack Kerouac. I have not read any Jack Kerouac. Maybe I should. I remember my senior year of high school, my English teacher talk to us about Jack Kerouac. But I haven't read any of his books. Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. Nope. The Way We Live Now by Anthony Trollope. I have not read that. The Stranger, no. The Color Purple, I have not read that, but I have listened to some of the musical. Life of Pi, nope. Frankenstein, yes, I've read Frankenstein. I did enjoy it. War of Worlds by H.G. Wells. Oh, hey, it's okay. A little bit of sadness here. War of the Worlds, nope. The Stories of Ernest Hemingway. I have read a handful of Hemingways, some of them from this collection, for that same class that I read The Great Gatsby in, but I have not read all of Hemingway's work. I did enjoy the ones that I did read, though. Gulliver's Travels. No, I have not read that. A Christmas Carol. I haven't read any Charles Dickens. Maybe that's a sin. I should. Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. My grandpa gave me his copy of this book before he passed away, and it is one of my prized possessions, and it makes me think of him. And every time I read it, I just think about my grandpa and the conversations that we had about this book, and it just warms my heart. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. I have not read that. Catch-22, no. The Count of Monte Cristo, yes. I read that my freshman year? Sophomore year of high school. And I loved it. Memoirs of a Geisha, nope. The Divine Comedy, I have read large chunks of the Divine Comedy, and I own a very beautiful copy of it, but I have not read it from cover to cover because it's kind of a difficult book to read, not gonna lie. The Picture of Dorian Gray, that's one of my favorites. Oh, and that's the end. So I will put up a count on the screen here of how many I got. I don't think that it was that many. There was a lot on this list that I had never even heard of. So yeah, let me know if you have read some of these books on here and want me to read them and you think that they're good. Let me know if I should read. Let me know if the ones that I haven't read are actually ones that I need to read before I die. I mean, some of them I'm like, yeah, I should read that, but some of them I'm like, is that really a must read before I die? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like. Comment and tell me about if you've read any of the books on this list, and subscribe for more like this. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!
She went away on Christmas